Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the 12 Weeks of Christmas with Barb Ryder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here to share another great holiday project with you. The products that I'm using are kind of what you see in the screen right now. They can be found in our current holiday mini catalog and the annual catalog. And this card is a special fold, and it also allows you to put in a gift card or money if that's something you'd like to do. So we are going to go ahead and use some different things. I just want to point out this stamp set is a limited edition that will be available for customer purchase November 1st. If you're a demonstrator watching this, you can purchase this right now as a pre-order in the demonstrator site. So if you're a demonstrator, you know what that is. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. You can pre-order early. This is beautiful for the holiday season. You've got these large sentiments, and we are going to use some of that today. This is a returning favorite, the Christmas season. We're going to be using some of these. We're also going to be using the dies that were a bundle with this set. They're not bundled any longer, but you can still get them. And here's the great thing. This can be used all year because look at these great label dies. Here's another one. And I just have them inside of here because it goes with this so well. You have pieces to actually create holes for ribbons. That's what these little guys are for. And then this other sheet has other bigger ribbon. And then for the pine cones and just smaller pine cones, leaves, holly, everything. So lots of dies that go with this set. Sorry about that, getting it out of the camera for you. Or you can use those labels for anything. I've used them for all kinds of stuff. All right. So, and I'm using good old real red and garden green, our traditional Christmas colors, along with the red and green combo pack that is available in the holiday, the current holiday catalog. Now, if you're watching this, it is October of 2022. If you are watching this past that date for ideas or coming back to revisit, this is in the July to December 2022 mini catalog, and I love how everything is kind of in order back here in the back of the catalog. You can see all the punches, the papers, the ribbons, and here's the real red and garden green combo pack. It is $7.50 for the combo. So let's go ahead and get started with the project. Like I said, this is a fun fold. So what I've done is I'm going to put these to the side for a second. What I've done is I've got all my parts and pieces here, and I've put little notes so we know the sizes. You have your base card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8, or 2 1/8 and then turn it over and 2 1/8 from this end, if that's easier. Designer Series paper. This is also found in the holiday catalog. It is 4 1/4 by 3.5. I have the piece for the inside, which is 4 1/2 by 3.5. Then I have die cut, and you just need a scrap of 3 by 1.5, and then use the smaller die that comes in the die set I just shared with you. And let me see if I have the name. So seasonal label dies. Seasonal label dies. And last but not least, we have a little bit step up bigger than this one. It's 3 1/2 by 2 scrap piece of paper, and then die cut that out. But those are the pieces we need to create our card. And so I'm gonna lay them like this and just bring it up a little closer so you can see the numbers a little better. If you want to do a screenshot or write those down, you can also rewind and grab those also. So with that being said, we're going to move these things out of the way, and the pieces that we're going to be stamping on are the white. Okay, so let's grab both of those. I also need to grab a thought I had it right here, but for some reason I am not seeing my scrap paper. All right, well, we'll just have to get one that's been used a little bit. We're going to need it. So, let's go ahead and put that down. I know it's harder to see on the white, but we are going to be going off of the paper, and so I don't want to get ink on my foam mat that I use when I use the polymer stamps to do stamping. All right, so this will go into the card like this, so we're going to do it more landscape, I guess, is the way that it will be. And then we are going to take these stamps from the Christmas season. We're going to be using this one, and this one, and this one right here. Yeah, these two sprigs there. Okay. So I'm using the two sets combined. One that's all words and then one that's all images. How's that? All right, let's start out. We are going to go ahead with the garden green. And these are water-based ink. And we are going to go ahead and ink this up. So all I'm doing is tapping this lightly, making sure that I have ink all over my stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to come down in the corner here and stamp once. Oh, see that? See what I did? You don't want to do that. So how do I fix it? It's called turn it over. There's two sides to the paper. Now, I am going to go ahead and clean my stamp before I do this again. And I'm going to make sure that I do not rock it. All I'm doing is taking this and rubbing it onto my chamois, and it's just water, and it just cleans that off, cleans all that ink right off. All right, let's try this again. And I have this kind of down at the bottom of this stamp, so I'm going to put it more in the middle, and that will help me not get so much ink at the top or the bottom, I guess. All right, we're going to try this again. So let's ink this up. Okay, so yeah, now I don't have green at the top. Yay! Let's try this again. So let's stamp that down. Perfect. And then I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to bring this down and maybe twist it to the side a little bit and put some more greenery in here. See what I did? I just made it full, kind of full with greenery. The next, I'm going to take the stem of the berries and ink that up in the green. And I'm going to put that right in the center here. Okay, just kind of in the center of the greenery. And then next, before I go on to the red, I'm going to go ahead and pull in this piece. And I am going to take the little sprig again and ink that up. I'm not sure which side I want to use. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and I'm going to stamp once. Okay, and let's see here. I think I will maybe stamp again, giving it a little bit of a highlight. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take the smaller one, I'm going to ink it up full strength, but I'm going to stamp it off. And I think I'm going to just come down just a little bit. See there? Got a little sprig on there. That's what we want. All right, I'm going to clean this stamp before I get myself in trouble with the ink. And clean that. It's over here on the side. Just that's what the squeaking is, cleaning my chamois. Now I'm going to go to the red. And let's go ahead and stamp our berries. So this, you can see that there's 1, 2, 3 dots, and then one over on this side. So when you look at your stamp, okay, it's going to go down like this. Here's my 3 and 1. So let's ink that up in the red, making sure it's nice and inked. And then bring this up here so you can see it. I'm done going off of the page, so I'm going to move that so you can see better. Now I need to come up a little closer here, and I want to make sure that I have my berries on my stems, and I think I'm pretty good. And I'm just going to stamp down, and there you go. Okay, just like that. Now, if you wanted to add some other berries or maybe make this fuller, you could come back in with some more green and put that green in there. I think it's okay for what we're doing. And the next thing we're going to do is I have Merry Christmas, And this is from the stamp set that I just shared with you. You've got Little Merry Christmas here, and we're going to use the Noel. So Merry Christmas is going to go in the red, and that is going to go on this piece that's going to go inside the card. So I want that kind of up here, right there. Okay, very pretty. And again, I'm over here to the side cleaning. Sorry about the shaking if I shake the camera a little bit. And then this piece, we're going to go with Noel. I love these fonts. All right. Let's get this. And this is going to fit right here very nicely, just like that. Okay? And there we are. So we're done with the stamping. So now we're just going to put our card together. You'll see how all this fits together so well. All right, so I'm cleaning my stamps because sure as I don't, I'll put my arm or my hand into one of these stamps and then it'll get on my project. We don't want that. We want to keep it the way it is. We already turned this over once, right? That's the great thing about stamping is that cardstock, you've got two sides to each one, each piece of paper. All right, so now we're going to take this piece right here, the other die, and this is going to go right on top of that. So taking my Stampin' seal, just put some on the back of there. This is double-sided adhesive. If you're new to glue, put it that way. Okay, making sure that I get this straight, and I don't have it straight. So let me pull this off. Try this again. Kind of eyeball what I'm doing. There we go. There, that's straight. I think that's straight now. Okay, so there's that. Now this won't get glued down to anything. It's just going to slide in and out. That way you can write your little message here, and you'll see when we put the rest of it together. All right, so I am taking our designer paper and our card base. The card is going to open this way, okay? And what I want to do is I'm going to take a piece of our red ribbon and I'm going to just put this red ribbon right here. So let me cut off a piece, and that's going to go, well, you know, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring it this way. I think we're going to bring it around and have it on the inside. Never mind. I was right to begin with. We're going to glue the sides down on here. So I don't have to have it on the inside. It's not going to open up. So I just need enough so I can tape it on the inside of my card here. Now I decided I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use some of our sticky strip, or it's actually called tear tape, and it's just a good adhesive, excuse me, that will hold stronger than the Stampin' seal. So what I want to do is I want a piece of this. I want it to go right to the edge on this side. So see what I did here? I'm going to put it there, and we're going to go just to the score line. And you can tear this pretty easily, but I'm going to cut it. Okay, and then same thing here. Just going to take this, lay it down at the score, and way over to the side, just like that. And then cut that, okay? Because you need enough room right here for your little message card to go down inside. So, all right, the trick with this is that you really want to push this down and burnish this into the paper. And then if you have nails, it will come up pretty easily, just like that. Another trick is if you have your take your pick tool, which I'll be using in just a minute, you can take the point of that and just pop it underneath, and there you go. So you don't really have to have fingernails in order to get that up. Now before I put it down though, I want this on the front. So I want this probably about right there, so it will show kind of like that. Get it stuck. All I'm doing is it's going to stick. It's sticking on the back because of the sticky strip, the tear tape I have on there. There we go. Okay, so there. Now it is on. That's what I want. I just want a nice stripe of red right there, and then we're going to go ahead and push this down, and that's going to hold that pocket for us. And then this piece is going to slide right down inside there. See that? So you see your pretty Merry Christmas, and then when you pull it out, you've got a place to write your message and some, you know, just your pretty images there. Okay, so that's how that works. So now we're ready to do our designer paper. This designer paper is actually going to go on the front, kind of right in the middle of the card. This poinsettia paper is so pretty. And this will go right here, okay, just like that. Now, I think this paper is so pretty by itself. Now, you could layer another piece of white behind it so that you'd have some white and kind of have that pop a little more with the white. Let me see here. I don't know if this is big enough piece. Nope, it's about the same size. I just had a piece of white sitting here on the table. So, see what I mean? If you wanted to add a little bit of white to just kind of blend that in, you could do that. But we're not going to. We're just going to stick with what we have. Here's the trick. You want to make sure that you don't put adhesive on this bottom section, only the top. So, let me get this where I want it to be. Get an idea of how far down, which is right there. I want about right there is where my adhesive goes. So, I'm going to hold my finger, and we are going to turn this over, and see, you'll have pretty paper show on the back side when they open the card too. And just like this, we're going to put this down flat, and I want it, I've got a lot of adhesive on here, whoops, because I want it to, you know, it's on the front of the card, and it's going to be the part that opens and shuts quite often, you know, more than just once or twice. So let's get that straight. I think that looks pretty straight. Right like that. And then we're going to pop this up just a little bit. Well, maybe not. I think I'm going to leave it down because we're going to add some gems. And let's do this flat. And here's the thing. You know, this will just take, is a regular size card envelope. So it'll just take, well, I have way more adhesive on there I really need. So it's only going to take, one stamp. So you don't have to worry about, you know, extra postage on there. So let's put that there, and there we have that. Now I will suggest, see how that pops open a little bit? I'm going to suggest taking your bone folder and really burnish this edge here, this crease, and look at how well that folds down now. And then just come over here and just do the same thing, making sure to really pop those folds down. And last but not least, we're going to add some of our red rhinestones, and I'm just about out. I'm waiting for my next order of the red rhinestones. But I thought we should add those rhinestones here in the greenery, kind of to pull that together like what we have. I'm going to bring this back in here like this. There we go. I'm going to bring that back in here. We're going to go ahead and just grab up a couple of these. Now we have a sticky end on here. So that's what I was thinking, is that these little pretty rhinestones would look very nice just in the greenery, right? Just like that. So that we've got a little bit of the rhinestones in the greenery. And if you wanted to, you could add them around more. But this is a great fast card. Doesn't take tons of time. And if you've got a lot of Christmas cards, holiday cards to create, this is a nice little, it gives you some of the stamping on the inside, because you open it up and here is your beautiful inside that you'll put your message on. A gift card will fit down in there, so if you're sending a gift card, this is perfect for that. If you wanted to, you could actually you know, do both green and red. You could switch this up to red. So many things you can do with this particular idea. And I think, you know, now that I'm looking at this more, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some more bling, because I can, you know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to bring some of that. And I think I just want to add a little sparkle on the other parts of the red. So like right there, maybe over here, just to give a little more sparkle as they look at the card. There we go. Beautiful. I like that a little bit better with the added. 2 gems just make the difference, right? So if you have not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will decide to go ahead and click that bell so that you'll get notifications every time I upload, whether it's during special events, the 12 weeks of Christmas. I am on Facebook every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Buzz in with Barb and join me over there. We have a lot of fun in our little community. Everybody's friendly and chatty and just from all over the place, all over the United States and Canada coming to join. So with that being said, there is our project, and I hope that you will go and visit my website right up here. You can order all of these products. They're available when you click shop now once you're at my website. I would be so appreciative, let me speak correctly. And that's another thing. I just keep it real. I don't do lots of editing. So, you know, there's lots of people that are out there doing this professional, and I do this as a side. I've been doing this for 22 years, working full-time on and off. And so here I am. Here I am 22 years later, loving what I do, having a great team, doing Facebook Lives, and here on YouTube bringing these projects to you. Thank you again for watching, and I hope that you will come visit on Facebook Live Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.